Simple. My name is Yasmin, aka Sunfire. Whose energy is this? I'm sitting here and I'm getting my confirmations. I've been doing some Bible study and I'm bursting out in tears. I've been feeling anxiety and fears. Whose energy is this? You can have it back, or what is going on with you? Okay, we finna figure out who energy this is. They're heavily projected onto me. I mean, I'm sobbing over here. Look. I don't know why these tears are running down my face. I just wiped this side, but I'm sobbing and I don't know why. So we finna find out why am I sobbing. Cause it's not my energy. I'm tapped into somebody, or somebody's projecting onto me. Will your heart and soul say yes? Oh no. Will your spirit still say yes? Somebody starting to say yes to God. There is more than I require of thee. So will your heart and soul say yes? Oh Lord. So somebody is giving their life over to God. That's what I'm getting. Cause there is more that somebody watched one of those readings. You're not chosen, but God has a purpose for you. Will your spirit still say yes? They're saying yes. That I'll obey. That I'll walk straight. That I'll get it right. Ooh, this time. Cause this time I made up in my mind. I made up in my mind. Okay, somebody's making it up in their mind that they want to get their life in order. Ashe. Will your heart and soul say yes? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Will your spirit still say yes? I'm being compelled to sing this song. Yes. I walk straight, Jesus. Somebody wants to walk straight. Cause this time I'm made up in my mind. I'm made up in my mind that I'll go. Somebody want to go somewhere? I'll do what you want me to do. I'll say what you need me to say. Somebody's gonna say what somebody that's watched one of those. You're not chosen, but you've been you have a purpose. Somebody wants to speak the truth. One of the individuals that God asked to speak the truth. Yes. They ready to walk the straight and narrow. Yes. Yes. Yeah, confirmation. How do you like it? How do you want me to do it? Whatever you ask me to say, whatever you tell me to say, whatever you ask me to do, I'm willing to do. Somebody's giving them their lives over to the Most High. Oh, wow. And this time, I made up in my mind. They made it up in their mind. This is somebody that kept going back and forth with God. One minute they would be hot with God and all in it, and they backslide again. Ooh, Ashe. Ashe. So it is and so it shall be. Ooh. Whew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Will your heart and soul say yes? Thank you. Will your spirit still Say yes. Mm. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful energy, y'all. I don't mind being at first. I thought it was something else. I was like, who was this boo-hooing? Who is this crying? Congratulations. Welcome. Know that the Most High is rejoicing you. Oh, Lord have mercy. This is a rejoice energy that I'm picking up on. Happy tears. Sorrowful tears for backsliding all those years. The Most High see you. So come on. Come on, keep coming. He got you. With your heart and soul, say yes. Will your spirit still say yes? Ooh. There is more that I require of thee. Yeah. So your job is not done. There will be more, okay? So you've taken the first step. Ashe. Ooh. Oh, this is so emotional. Lord have mercy. I don't know who you are, but oh gosh. Oh, oh, he hears you. Ooh. And you really mean it this time. Yes. Will your heart and soul say yes? Because there's more that they require of you. Okay, I don't know what it is yet, but there's something else you're required to do. And maybe you know what that is, okay? Oh, something that you fear. You have to trust God, okay? You got to lean in that. What did it say? God is thy shield. I just got through reading it. Was it Proverbs or Romans? It's one of these. I'm finna read it to you. Cause this time I made up in my mind. I made up in my mind that I'll go and I'll do what you want me to say. If you leave me, I know I'm not singing this song the way it's written. But will your heart and soul say yes? I'm compelled to sing it, so bear with me. Will your spirit still say yes? What y'all doing my Bible? I'm sorry, y'all. My Bible was just sitting here and it's gone. Oh, there it is. I know I just had my Bible. I just set it to the side. What is that? Proverbs 35. That's wrong. Keep going, Yazi. Keep going. You're getting warmer. It's right behind Psalms, sweetheart. What are you doing? Remember. That's something I've never been able to do. Memorize the order of the books. You know, hey. I'm live. Close my door. Do I got what? I got coffee cup. You want that?
It'll work.
You want to take all it? Well, I had a coffee cup. Your sister got it.
She stole my coffee cup.
Okay, I'm live, sweetheart. Get. Close that door behind you. And thank you. Ooh, Lord. Welcome to the family, y'all. Proverbs 35. Every word of God is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. So somebody's putting their trust in the God. That's what I kept hearing. The shield. Oh, wow. Huh. Yeah. All right, what do you want to say to them, Most High? Because this time I'm made up in my mind. Okay? You probably was called to do something or asked to do something that was put on your heart by the Most High and you didn't do it. And this time you're making up in your mind to do it. Confirmation. Oh, Lord. Whether it be drinking, I don't know. I just got a hit with a... Ooh. I just got hit with hiccup after hiccup. Oh, Lord. Somebody spiritually growing? Come on. Okay, confirmation. I'm glad he ain't making me poop no more. For those of you who caught me earlier on my channel, he used to make me have spiritual poops. And I'm like, that's so embarrassing. Will you stop doing that? So now he's got me hiccuping. Okay. I'll take those over the poops. Them poops was kind of embarrassing as crap, Most High. Okay. But will your heart and soul see us always, Most High? Always. 'Cause there is more than I require of thee. Yeah. There's more you require of me as well. Will your spirit still say yes? Always. And I know you ain't gonna tell me what that is when it comes to me. And I'm just gonna go along with the ride. I just pray that you keep me covered. Wow. Will your heart and soul say yes? I don't know what you're asking me. You will let it be known. I will see it. But yes, I don't need to know what it is. But yes, I'll do it. And for whoever you are, I don't know who you are. You're emotional. I've been emotional because I just got some revelations. You know, the Most High just confirmed to me some things within myself, and I couldn't. I was just elated with joy. I couldn't do nothing but cry. So, but for whoever this is someone laying their burdens down. They're ready to stop straddling the fence and going back and forth with themselves about who they are, what they need to do, and how they need to heal themselves. So, kudos to you if that's you. All right, Spirit. So, what is all this emotional energy? I know my emotional energy. Mine was the confirmation, the affirming over my situation. Now, this energy is somebody who I felt like went back and forth with something they was asked to do. Yeah. I guess I'm right. Will your heart and soul say yes? Oh, take all that? Okay. I've learned part of the obedience with these cards, as a reader, when I was watching other readers and learning in the beginning, when I was wet behind my ears, I would see them not want to pick up cards that fall on the flow. I would see them not want to read cards that fell out and put them back or say that's too many. But for God, it's never too much. He'll never put no more than you can bear. So that's why I take everything he give me when I read. If the whole stock, half the deck fall out, I'll run with it, and then it's still, you know, it tells the story that needs to be told. So that's just my revelation with tarot and my obedience when it comes to the Most High. If He gives me a whole half a deck, then I'm going to take it and I'm gonna run with it. Mountaineering, toughness, perseverance, challenges. Yes. Let me show you how much He's given me. It's like, and this is also that yeah. Okay, thank you. Will your heart and soul say yes? The Most High gonna put a lot in your lap once you say yes. But you gotta be willing to take on a task and persevere through these challenges. See, they gave me all this. And I'm like, all that? Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna read it then. See what he's talking about. I'm not gonna deny, sugarcoat, or cut His word in half. It says moonlighting, perfect, timeless, mysterious. Will your spirit still say yes? We're going to see how it all tie together. Triangle, balance, security, stability. That's that shield. Proverbs 30 verse 5. There is more that I require of thee, yeah. Marathon, perseverance. Again, some of y'all are being tested to persevere through your situations, to walk straight, to be righteous in your walk. Persistence, endurance. Because walking with God is not easy. It's like climbing this mountain here. Ain't nothing easy about climbing a mountain. All you got is your bare hand and some chalk and your balance, And that's what's going to be required when you walking with the Most High. Sometimes you ain't going to have everything you need. The only thing you got, and see, that's the thing. The chalk is the faith. The balance is knowing. Okay? If you're saying you're going to do right, sometimes you ain't going to be equipped with everything you need. So you say, But when you got that faith in God and you persevering through challenges and without a shadow of doubt that that's your Lord and Savior and your protector, and you lean faithfully into that without a shadow of doubt, man, I'm trying to tell you how perfect that is. It's a perfect balance, man. Oh, wow. Because there is more than I require of thee. So some of y'all are finna go on a marathon. You've been saying yes to the Most High. You're going to walk straight. You're going to get it right. All right? And some of y'all are being asked to share. With sharing. What do you guard so much? Secrets are only worth the silence you keep. It's time to speak. So like I said, somebody is saying that they're no longer going to keep secrets. They're going to tell the truth. They're going to tell it like the Most High is asking them to. And once you do that, this is not going to be easy. And some may come against you, but as long as you lean on that, just all you need is that mustard seed now. Go get your, if you don't know how big a mustard seed is, next time you're in Kroger's or Buy Right or Food Line, grab your thing of mustard seeds, okay? Each time you lean on God, put a mustard seed in your pocket. Each time you trusted God without a shadow of doubt, put that mustard seed in your pocket. Get you another one. Each time, it's a small seed. So each time you lean on God, grab your mustard seed. Put it in your pocket. That's your promise to God that you'll walk straight. That's your promise to God that you're going to do whatever you've been asked to do. Because you've made it up in your mind. Every time you put that mustard seed in your pocket, God knows, all right, I see you. Wow. Some of y'all know secrets. Things of some wrongs that was done. And the Most High has been calling for you to speak your truth. Because there is more that I require of thee. Yeah. What was that? Psalms. Will your spirit still see us? You must know that if you did do some wrong, there's always, consequence behind it. But there's levels to the shit, okay? And if you ain't never understood that, I'm finna tell you where it say that in the Bible. If I get myself back to it. Give me a minute. There we go. Here we go. Alright. Oh, Lord have mercy. Psalms 21. Nope. I don't think it was Psalms. Let me see. Yeah. Nope, it was not Psalms. I remember now. What was that? I think it's that one. Let me see. Give me a second, y'all. I wasn't guided to these scriptures earlier today for no reason. Oh, let's see. What did I say? Romans. The Romans are coming. The Romans are coming, I say. Acts, where are you? If I find Acts, I know Romans is not too far behind. Where are you at? Are you hiding from me? What I thee? Some of y'all still hiding from the Most High. There's Luke. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Yes. Here we go. What I say? That ain't it neither. Was it Luke? 12:21. We're getting close. That ain't it. Is it Timothy? I can't remember where I read it at, but I got it wrote down, so I'm on the prowl. We'll find it. Just bear with me. This time I made up in my life. I'll go. Which one? It's Luke 12. Okay. I was wrong. Yeah. Luke 12, verse 4 through 8. Or verse 48. Lucas. Well, are you Lucas? We need to talk to you, Lucas. There you are, Luke. Where have you been? We've been looking all over for you. All right. Luke 12, verse 48. But he that knew not. Okay, yeah. So, there is more than I require of thee. Yeah. So, those of you who did some things, and you know that it was wrong, and now it's been put on your heart and your spirit to right your wrongs. Okay, um, what I'm getting from Luke 48, it says, "But he that knew not and did not commit things worthy of stripes." Hold on, that did commit things worthy of stripes shall be beaten with few stripes. So if you didn't know what you signed on to when you got yourself involved in something, like I was saying the other day, you will get a punishment for it. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a light punishment. For unto whosoever much is given, of him shall much be required. And I feel like that's speaking of the righteous. So if you did something wrong against the righteous, you know what I'm saying? Um, and you realize that you was going against the wrong type of individual, one of God's people. But that's because didn't know what you was in. You didn't know. You was just ignorance is bliss in this case. Okay, so if you was ignorant to the cause, God's showing a little mercy on you, but you're still gonna get your booty whooped. But there's something that they required. He asked you to do. Okay. Therefore, you've been asked to do it. Some of y'all are saying yes, you're gonna do it. So no backsliding. Have faith that He will cover you. Okay. But you will still get a little bit of punishment now, a little karma. That's what I mean. Okay. And to whom men have committed much, of him they will ask of more. So the ones that knew what they was doing and still went against the divine being anyway, there is much they will be punished for. Okay. So if you, like I said, if you was blindly following somebody and you got wrapped up in the wrong situation, sometimes that happens. The Most High, he gonna spank your hand. But for them others, it's actually death coming upon them. You see what I'm saying? That's what they don't realize. The ones that did what they did, actual death is coming upon them. You know, so they can say what they want. They can do what they want. Hello, you and Sammy. Thank you. Give my what? Hold on, let me make sure I'm saying your name right. Myra. I don't know why I know that name. I've heard that name before. But give me a minute, okay? I'll answer questions at the end of the reading. Unless the Most High guide me to answer you now. But right now, He wants me to continue with what I'm saying because there's some people who are choosing to do the right thing. And maybe you're fearful that all that emotional, that energy I was picking up could be your fears, because I felt anxiety. You're scared of how bad you're going to be punished. Like I said, I feel like if you did not know and you chose to turn around and do the right thing, you're going to get a smack on the hand. You know what I'm saying? Versus you did not know, then learned the truth and still chose to follow, then you will get cut off just like the ones that knew. You see what I'm saying? So maybe that's what you need to know. Cause like I said, the anxiety was tough on that emotional energy that I was picked up on. So if you feel like you got caught up in some bull crap, you've also been told not to retaliate on them. If somebody manipulated you and got you caught up in something that was not by your design, not of your mastermind of making, but you called yourself being a loyal friend or, looking out for the other. Because you call yourself being loyal to you really was just loyal to the wrong one. Okay? The Most High is asking for your loyalty. There is more than I require of thee. Yeah. Okay? So, even though the Most High is requiring more of you, okay, it's not as bad as it's gonna look. Okay, I feel like the more that the Most High requires of you to do, you're gonna feel it in your heart. Okay, you're gonna get nudged to do it. So follow it. Be obedient to what you're feeling. Pay attention to signs and synchronicity. It could be in numbers. It can be in people. It could be random people coming up saying to you something to you more than one time. Okay, myself, if I hear it, see it more than once, then I know that's a sign God trying to tell me something. Okay, if you hear it and see it more than once, that's a sign you need to pay attention. Okay, pay attention, take heed, figure out what that means for you. Okay, and also pay attention to what you got going on at that point in time. So especially if you're doing something you ain't got no business, God like, I see you. I thought you said you weren't gonna backslide no more. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, y'all. That just cracked me up. Anyway, so you are not going to be severely punished like those who mastermind these attacks. Okay, the ones that mastermind the attacks, the penalty is death, and there's no way around that. It even says that in the Bible. You know, it speaks of that in the Bible, that the penalty is death when you go against God's anointed ones. So when they didn't think God was real and they kept attacking anointed ones, they signed their death certificate. I mean, so I can't change that. I didn't write the words. The Most High has even confirmed it through me. You know, their penalty is death. Much is required. So much more when it comes to God's punishment to evildoers. So, you know, if you didn't orchestrate it, if you didn't have a clue of what all this was about, and you joined in on forces, you know, then hey, you're gonna get a slap on the wrist. But if you orchestrated, you was aware, and you proceeded, and you pursued, and you accomplished your goal, but did not win still, you know, death to thee. And that's just point blank simple. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm not going to change most high words. It is what it is. May they persevere through what you had to persevere, especially if you're anointed, you know. So, you know, when they thought God wasn't real, they learning that God is real. And I'm learning today God using me to prove that fact, you know. And that's what humbled me today, you know. Like, wow. That's why I cried. I'm like, you know, because the Most High is explaining to me, you know, that wasn't no karma. That was a demonstration that he was my shield. You see what I'm saying? I'm still emotional about that. Because there is more than I require of thee. Yeah. Room, spirituality, faith, spirituality. Oh, also, those of you who don't believe in spirituality, even you Christians, Muslims, whoever you are, whatever you practice or believe, to not learn to spiritually protect yourself is like spiritual apathy, spiritual laziness. Okay? It's in the Bible too. Don't believe me? Go look it up. That's Psalm 21. Okay? Go read Psalms 21. It talks about being spiritual lazy. Yes, God protects you, but he also requires thee to protect this thyself. You know, the more you protect yourself, the more you show God you love yourself in that vessel that you carry. Okay? You're no good to him if you are not willing to CYOB. So a lot of people want to tear down spiritualists, people that practice spell work to protect themselves, not to go against others and harm others. Okay? You use your magic for protection. People want to try to say you're evil. No, you're not. Psalms 21 speaks of that covering, not being spiritually lazy, spiritually apathy. So y'all better get your ancestor money paid up. Y'all need to get y'all some evil eyes. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Spiritually protect your soul. Shit. Balance scales, equality, justice, rights. You have every right to protect yourself spiritually. Party. Yeah, you know, some of y'all too lazy because y'all worrying about partying. Especially those y'all, but especially those that like to go out and party and be around multiple energies and entities. You definitely need to learn how to spiritually protect yourself, especially when you're drinking, because you're allowing spirits to take over you. When you drink alcohol, you become lucid. You are not fully in control of your mind, which is why you lose stability, why you lose your cohesive. I can't get the word out. Anyway, that's why your speech be slurred and all that shit. That's why some people get evil when they drink, because some demonic done jumped in their ass. You know what I'm saying? So when you out here partying, drinking to get drunk, there's nothing wrong with drinking, but you shouldn't drink to get drunk. You get drunk, so you done got so drunk, now you have no control of your body. You wake up the next morning, you done slept with a devil and got a demon attached to you. Wake up, y'all. Calandria, energy, explosion, potential. What I just say? What I just say? Out here in these nightclubs, partying, drinking, getting drunk and tipsy, going home with any and everybody, hooking up. Don't know who you exchanging your energy with, and then they say no. Here you is done laid up, and you got all kind of spiritual STDs, demons, and everything attached to you. Energy is so fucking important, y'all. You must keep yourselves cleansed and protected. If you ain't protecting your fucking energy, then you might as well go on this. You the spiritually apathy. You the spiritual lazy. Torchlight, courage, challenge, breakthrough. Yeah, it's time to break through the bullshit and the illusions that y'all been living under. Have you ever been around somebody or slept with somebody, and as soon as you get through, the first thing you do, you comatose, you knocked out? It wasn't that because the sex is that good. It's because they have completely spiritually drained you. Now, if a man can come in there and put it down on you right, and you can get up and go running and until the next night, then he did not spiritually depleted you. He spiritually supplied you. And if he's doing the same, that's a vibrational match. What do you want? Well, come in here quietly. You see I'm live. Quit being rude. Hug my foot. Hey, well, breathe quiet. Rude children. Oh. Sorry, y'all. That's why I say welcome to the family, because I don't have my family. You know, I'm still active, maintaining, multitasking, this and them. Okay? Oh, shit. She just threw me off my channel. Hold on. Maybe the Most High want me to calm down because I was getting hyped. Maybe he didn't. You know, I don't know. But I'm gonna take that as a moment to breathe. But also be mindful that sometimes the enemy use your children. Sometimes the enemy will use your children to distract you. You know, not saying your child. Well, I'm trigger warning, because what I'm about to say is gonna piss a lot of people off, and I really don't give a damn. But it's the goddamn truth. Okay. All right. I'm finna step on some toes, and I ain't caring. The truth is, some children are born demonic. Point blank. Period. Some children are born lost souls. Point blank. Period. Some children are born with their souls intact but have lessons to learn. And then we wonder why some people act and do what they do. You know, just imagine you have some kids who are evil and mean spirited as kids, and then they grow up to be evil and mean spirited teenagers, and then they grow up to be evil and mean spirited adults. It never changes. Why? Because they was incarnated evil. And then you have some that are lost who come in here who are not fucking evil and mean, but it depends on which way the penny falls. You know what I'm saying? It's a toss-up with them. They're either gonna be good or bad. And you got some that's coming here that's intact, but because influences around them, they have to either learn, adapt, and grow, or fall to the wayside. Now that's just as good as I can break it down to you, and I ain't finna sugarcoat it for y'all. You know, like I said, I love you through my truth. God is the truth, the way, and the light. Then it says animals, compassion, understanding, caring. Ooh, wow. I don't know why that came out, but I feel like, actually, yeah, I do know what it came out, because I pay attention to nature a lot. And animals show me and teach me the way our nature should be, the way we should be, because I've seen animals, I've seen a cat take on a dog's pups and nurse them and feed them. I've seen animals that would run and get help and ain't never been trained to do so. You know, I've seen animals do some of the most loving, nurturing, caring things. You know, but then, you know, somebody, you know, if you call me an animal, so be it. I'll be that animal. Because the animal knows compassion and understanding and caring. They know better than we do. And we need to start paying attention, because see, they don't go through what we go through. They so intact with God's nature, that we missing the mark. They've been teaching us this whole time. And then if you learn, the people putting out these TikToks, oh, my dog is talking. They've been talking. The frequency is changing. We're starting to be able to understand them because the frequency is changing. Eyes of darkness. Stay alert in the darkness of the night to discover hidden truths. Hello. You know, I told y'all the other day I was a night owl. My sense of time, most animals are nocturnal. You know? Most animals are nocturnal. And it's a lot that could be learned under the cover of darkness when you're paying attention, you know? I'm a night owl for a reason. Because It's peaceful at night. It's noisy during the day. So I sleep in during the day and up at night because of the peace. My time scope is different. It is totally different. That's like this moon we on. What is that? The crystal. What is it? It's that half moon. I can't think of the name. I never remember the name. What moon phase are we under?
Today, October 1st, 2025, the moon is in the waxing gibbous phase. This means more than half the moon is lit, and it will get bigger until the next full moon on October 6th.
Yeah, yesterday was the last quarter moon, okay? Because I was looking at it yesterday. Today is, the waxing gibbous. But yeah, it's the last quarter moon. My time differentiates. I don't move and operate like normal people when it comes to timing. Time is an illusion, and when I move when God tells me to move. It's like my timing is not on man's timing. My timing is on God's timing. So when God tells me to rest, I rest. When God tells me to wake, I wake. And that started, I'm going to tell y'all how that started, actually. It started when I was homeless. And I was sleeping in the car, so I had to be off properties before they would open up, and I ain't had no alarm clock. So I said, God, I don't want to get caught perching on these people's property. If I found a cooler spot to sleep at, and especially if it was a no trespassing, I would ask God to wake me up so I can get away from there in time so I wouldn't get caught on being on these people's property. Ain't not that I did anything to their property. I just parked my car and slept, But he started waking me up. He would wake me up every morning like clockwork. And just as soon as I drive off and get halfway down the street, I hear him say, stop. And I'll pull over and look at my rear view mirror. And sure enough, just as soon as I pull over and look back, the owners or the people that's due to come in on that schedule the next day is pulling in. And I mean, thank you. Thank you, God. And I didn't have no alarm. But I did not want to get caught. I didn't want to get arrested. I just wanted a safe place to sleep. And normally those were the most safest, where I was it was safe, but it was illegal what I was doing, but it was the safest place, So I've even slept on a church grounds one time. I was in Florida actually. And and the people didn't bother me. I asked God to wake me. That was crazy though, because I was like, it's Saturday night. I'm tired. I need to rest, but I don't have much gas, so I need to make sure I'm in the area of where I need to handle all my business, right? So, there was a church down the street, and I parked down the street in that church parking lot, and I set my thing up so I can go to bed. I had a van so I could lay the seats down and shit, right? Thank God for that. But I got myself ready, put on my nightgown like I was at home. Put my nightgown on and get my blankets out and all that good shit. And prepare my van for a sleeping quarter. And I told God, I said, I don't want to be here to disrupt church. Just get me out of here in time. Guess what? I woke up with the congregation walking past me. And not one said a word. Not one asked, was I okay? Not one even blinked the eye that I was there. So it was a 50-50. It was good that it didn't bother me, but it was bad that not one saw any concern that a homeless woman was sleeping in their parking lot. And these were church members. So I feel like God was leading me to test people. On that journey. Because I was like, Most High, they ain't asked if I needed a drink of water or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it didn't bother me. But I was sleeping in their parking lot during church service. I wanted to be out of there before they got there. God said, not this time. Stay put. Not this time. I want you to stay put. Because he was testing them. You know, you finna go ahead and praise me. And here I is, I got one of my loyal servants sitting right here in your parking lot. Huh. Forgive me, y'all. I got one of your loyal servants sitting in your parking lot. Not one of you stopped to ask, were they okay? God was testing that church through me. Because I asked, I said, God, why didn't you wake me up? I was embarrassed, like, oh gosh, you know. Not one asked if I need a drink of water. Not one asked, was I okay? Not one stopped to say, hey, are you lost? Not one. And they went in there and worshiped God. Because my question is, what God was they worshiping? Because you couldn't have been worshiping my God. Who, Lord? I share these stories with y'all because when he said there is more that he required thee, you're going to be put through the test. Sometimes he's going to dress you up like a beggar just to see. And it's going to embarrass you, humiliate you, or whatever. Put your ego to a side and know God working through you, using you. That's why y'all can't embarrass me with the shit y'all come in my comments talking about and the shit y'all do. Because God humbled me by using me to test people who say that they was believers. Oh, Lord. What else, Most High? Did I put them back? The fire of rebirth, reborn in the flames to gain new life. Some of y'all are going to be rebirthed. Also, he required me to go get rebaptized, which I did. I got baptized when I was 10 years old. And I didn't really know what that meant. And a lot of people let their children get baptized when they at 10 years old, but I feel like you should wait till they understand what baptism truly means. Old papers, memories, heritage, culture. Again, a lot of people want to talk about the Bible, but the instructions is in that book. And a lot of people do it because of their culture. But it's unwise because now you're putting something on that child to, it's like you're plunging a child into sin, into darkness, by having them pledge loyalty to God when they don't even know what that means. To give their lives over to Christ. Stop doing that to those children. Teach them. Make sure they know exactly what that means before you allow them to do that. It's not saying they can't. Make sure they have the knowledge of what it means and that they fully and truly understand. A lot of people have gone through that and they carry burdens of sins like, I've been baptized and here I am out here sinning. That's because you never knew what it truly meant to be baptized. So learn what it means. The knowledge is out there. Look it up. Okay? I've been taught it, but I can't recall it. The knowledge is in me, but I can't tell you in this moment. So I'm going to go back and pull it up. Okay? It's been taught to me. And I thank that person for teaching me that, because I never knew that. And I got baptized when I was 10. So for the longest, I carried burdens and shame that didn't belong to me, because those elders around me did not teach me that, hey, child, you shouldn't be up there yet. You know, in the old days, the elders knew better. They wouldn't let their children go do that. No, child, not yet. Not until you're ready. You know? And it's a readiness of knowledge, an understanding. A child don't take a test until they've learned the lesson, right? So how can you give a child a test without learning the lesson by putting them through baptism? There's nothing wrong with it. It's just making sure they are ready for it. And for the pastors allowing it, you know what I'm saying? It's time to cut it out. I just heard, quit cutting corners. Emerging. Some encouraged to break through. You can always start over again. So those of you who got baptized before you truly understood what it meant, you can be rebirthed. You can go through rebaptism and do it again. But make sure you fully understand what that means. Kindness. Every time you help someone to rise, you grow higher. No act of kindness is unseen. Okay? So it's not mean to tell these kids that, hey, not yet. You know what I'm saying? It's an act of kindness. Because I know what it feels like to get baptized at 10, and then I go through life and I make mistakes, and then I'm condemning myself because, oh God, I gave my life to God and I done fucked up. I done did this and I done did that. Oh God, how could you forgive me when I've betrayed you? And God looking at you like, well, for one, you did not have the knowledge of what you was doing. So therefore, those who what did it say in what was it? Luke 12? Here's what I'm saying? You get a smack on the wrist. Now go back and learn why you get baptized, what it's for, and how you properly do it. So therefore, when you come to me again, you come to me the right way. And you come to me ready to obey. Hello? You come to me ready to obey, ready to listen, ready to do what God asks of you. There is more that I require of thee. So will your heart and soul say yes? Since you said yes when you was a child, will you say yes now? Even though you went out here and made mistakes, even though you went out here and you did things that was unbecoming of the promise that you made with God, the covenant that you took under God when you went under baptism. He's asking you to go get rebaptized, to get recleansed, rededicated. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So will your heart and soul say yes? Oh, Lord. 'Cause there is more than I require thee. Yeah. Mirrors. What you see in others is a reflection in yourself. When you confront your shadows, everything you see changes. So will your heart and soul say yes? Change. The tide that goes out soon comes in again. Ride the waves knowing that you have another chance. Hello. Come on through, Most High. Oh, shit. Heart of valor. Facing challenges and achieving greatness. You were set up for your downfalls, because those who had the parentalship that God entrusted you with did not You know, do it right. That's what I'm going to say. They didn't do it right. They allowed you to do this, and now you've been condemning yourself ever since. So will your heart and soul say yes? You said yes when you was a child. Okay? But there's more that God requires of you. So it's requiring a rededication, a rebaptism, a cleansing of thyself. So if you've been saying yes to God lately and you got baptized when you was too young to understand the true meaning of baptism, then your homework is to go learn what it truly means. What are you actually giving away? Because God said he ain't no con man. He ain't finna ask you to sign your name on a dotted line and then hoodwink you. Okay? And that's what he's been made out to be, because you go get baptized and under the guise that you're going to walk new and be cleansed again and all this, but yet you still go around here and you do bad things, you know. So the Most High is like, I didn't hoodwink you. Them pastors and your parents did. Okay? No offense to you that did it. It's just the truth to be told. You know? Stop cutting corners. If the child can't recite to you what it means to be baptized, they should not be put in that pool until they can tell you from their heart, mind, and soul what they dedicating themselves to. The lost city. We all have to go through a period of loneliness in our own lives. You've been lost ever since. But that's all right. But that's also clarifying there's some that are lost that came back here. Sword of courage. Courage is a weapon to cut through the obstacles that lie ahead. So it's going to require courage, okay, for these rebirths, these renewals, rededicating yourself, and then no longer backsliding, no longer running back to your old ways. The unknown monument, in honor of your bravery and resilience. You will be blessed in honor of your bravery and resilience for speaking your truth, from running away from the darkness. It was all meant to be. Okay? What you've gone through, the things, the trials and tribulations that you face, it was all meant for you to learn and grow and transform to who you are today. The question is, which way are you going? Are you coming back home, or are you going to keep running on further away? Eternal love. Come home. There is eternal love waiting for you. Eternal love is the greatest strength. So will your heart and soul say yes? The key of the heart. Unchain your minds and find freedom. 'Cause there is more that I require of thee. Yeah. Canvas, invitation, art, creation. Hello? The master of creation is calling you. Been talking to you in your dreams, spinning the web of faith, hoping to catch a break. Every action is met with a miracle, even if you don't see it. So will your heart and soul get back in your books with guidebook. The Bible is a guidebook. Use your spirit of discernment and let your spirit of discernment guide you. Peace.